Hello, my dear students. How are you? This is Bissha, Assistant Professor English, Rangpur Government City College, Rangpur. Really, we are passing a very difficult time and fighting against a difficulty named COVID-19. My dear students, are you bored? Are you disappointed? I suggest you to take a radiation of inspiration from APJ Abdul Kalam and let difficulties know that we too are difficult. My dear students, today I will discuss some more rules of using verbs. So let's start. Welcome everyone to the presentation on the rules of using verbs, lecture 4. In this presentation, I have set 3 learning outcomes. By the end of this presentation, you will be able to use subjunctive. You will be able to use since as conjunction, meaning from an event in the past until a later past event or until now. And you will solve one sample question. This slide is about as if and as though. When we join two clauses together using as if or as though, the later clause will be in first subjunctive. My dear students, do you know about subjunctive? Subjunctive is the form or mood of a verb that expresses wishes, possibility, or uncertainty. Let's read the rule here. The past subjunctive can be used after as if, as though to indicate unreality or improbability or doubt in the present. One thing you should keep in mind that there is no difference between as if and as though. Look at the first structure here. Present simple plus as if or as though plus past simple. You can find 2 examples here. He behaves as if he owned the place. After as if, this clause is in past simple. He owned the place. But this means he doesn't own it, or probably he doesn't own it, or we don't know whether he owns it or not. That is, this clause expresses unreality or improbability or doubt in the present situation, though the clause is in past tense. Same is the case with the next sentence. He orders me as if I were his wife. But actually, I am not. Look at another example structure here. Past simple plus as if or as though plus past perfect. Subjunctive. He behaved as if nothing had happened. After as if, the clause is in past perfect. Nothing had happened. But something happened, or probably something happened, or we don't know whether something happened or not. So, this clause expresses unreality, improbability, or doubt. This slide is again about past subjunctive. Here we find 3 structures. Past subjunctive will be used in 2 structures and infinitive will be used in 1 structure. Our first structure is It's time plus infinitive. When we use this structure, actually we mean that the correct time has arrived. Our second structure is, it is time plus subject plus past subjunctive. When we use this structure, we actually want to mean that it is a little late. And our third structure is, it is high time plus subject plus past subjunctive. And by using this structure, we want to mean that it is a little late and the delay is emphasized by using the word high. Here you find 3 examples. It is time to start the job. This means this is the right time to start the job. Our second example is, it's time we left this place. This means that it is a little late to leave this place. It is high time we left this place. Again, this sentence means that it is a little late for us to leave this place, and the delay has been emphasized by using the word high. This slide is about the use of wish plus subject plus unreal past, that is past subjunctive. Look at this structure here. Wish plus subject plus past subjunctive. Here after wish, that can be used, or this can be omitted also. So past subjunctive, though the clause will be in past tense, but actually this will mean regret. This will express regret about a present situation. Look at the examples below. I wish I knew his address. Here, I knew his address. This clause is in past tense. But this doesn't mean something happening in the past. Rather, through this, the speaker wants to express his regret, and this means, I'm sorry, I do not know his address. Same is the case with the other 2 examples. I wish you could drive a car. This means, I'm sorry, you cannot drive a car. You cannot drive a car. Regret in the present situation. I wish he was coming with us. This means, I'm sorry, he isn't coming with us. Again, the regret about the present situation. Wish can be put into the past without changing the subjunctive. Here, in all the 3 sentences, wish, wish, wish in present tense, but this can be changed into past tense, and though we change this into past tense, the later clause will remain the same, that is in past simple. He wished he knew the address. This means he was sorry he didn't know the address. This slide is about the use of senseless conjunction, which means from an event in the past until a later past event, or until now. It is plus period plus since plus past simple or present perfect tense. Here after since, past simple or present perfect tense. Any of the two can be used. Look at the example below. It is 3 years since I, in the bracket last, saw Bill. Or it is 3 years since I have seen Bill. This means I last saw Bill 3 years ago. Or I haven't seen Bill for 3 years. And another structure can be used without the use of last. Look at the example here. It is 2 years since he left the country. And this means he left the country 2 years ago. But like the previous sentence, we cannot say that he has not left the country for 3 years. This construction can be used in the past, and if we use this structure, if the construction is used in the past, then the later clause will be in past perfect tense. It was plus period plus since plus past perfect tense. It was 2 years since I had ridden a horse. My dear students, it's a sample question for you, and here the verbs in the gaps have been used depending on the rules I have already discussed. So I hope you will be able to answer all the questions correctly. You can also check the answers. Here they are. That's all today. Thank you. Thank you all. Stay home, stay safe.